Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Whiskey Dads. This is where 4 different brand ambassadors of Uncle Nearest come together. We talk about a lot of things, including being some awesome fathers that we are. Now, tonight, we only got 3 of us here. Our homie Matt Carlson is out. We wishing him and his family well. But we are definitely in the building, and I wanted to go ahead and just have I guess we have a little quick round, right? So it's only 3 of us in there.
I'm down for the get down.
Yeah.
What's up, sir?
Get down. All right.
How's it going, Daz? Good to see y'all, man. Miss you crazy guys, man. Peace and love to my man Matty C.
Yes.
Peace and love to you and Leslie. We've been praying for you. Everything's gonna work out good. We told you we got you covered, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight and make you an awesome cocktail.
There we go.
I'm Jay Madison, Georgia Market Manager here in ATL. Good to see everybody back again. Appreciate all the love and support that we get all around this daggone country, but especially here in the GA, baby. Love y'all. and I'm sitting here in my sitting room / dining room / looking right at the kitchen.
There
I'm
we go.
staring at my kids right here who are like trying to finish up eating dinner, and then I'm kicking them out. Whiskey Dad. Keeping it real.
It's Whiskey Dad tonight. Young Speedy.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? I'm Speedy. I'm out of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm the Tennessee and Alabama market manager, but representing Tennessee here out of sunny Nashville. So happy to see y'all, man. You guys y'all are my medicine. I hope you know that. Well, that all this, yeah.
Well, you're right, man.
Right.
I mean, look, you're right though, Speedy. It's like a breath of fresh air. We get together, we always in the building. We sit back, we get a chance to talk. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Taylor Austin is already jumping in the comments. Do y'all see that? Taylor Austin hit us with just purchased first bottle 2 hours ago. And there you
Strong
go.
J.
Strong J.
Go ahead.
You did the right thing, Taylor.
Yeah. So we all guard up. I mean, I see me and Speedy got the hats on. I feel like, dude, I need a haircut. So I feel like Ice Cube, bro. No, I'm not playing. The hair. You just need a little curl in here. And I see you got the cool little ball cap on. You got the trucker hat on there, Matt.
Yeah, I got the trucker. If I turn this around, it's just the bill gives me too much of a shadow. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do it.
Look good.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, man. So look, I know people like to get into their drinking pretty quick. So if we can go ahead and jump into the cocktail so we can talk about it, taste it. You guys already know, man. I'm gonna keep it for those that drink neat. I'm going neat again tonight, but I'm gonna go with the 84 tonight. So which one of y'all? Yeah, I got the 84. Yeah, which I love, man. Absolutely amazing. I don't know what Taylor, which one you got, whether it be the 56 or the 84, but you can't go wrong either way.
Yeah.
Taylor, what you got?
Yeah, Taylor, what you got? Oh, of course. Brandon hops on immediately. Where can I get into?
Brandon's like, let's jump right to it. I want to get to the 1820.
Brandon, what part of the country are you in, number one? But it's real hard to find that 1820. But it may be easier depending on where you are. Okay, and Taylor's sipping on the small batch. Good job.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
I know Victoria's going to be watching real soon. She's really going to appreciate that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Salute to Queen V. That's what I'm doing now. You can see how low this is now already. I've been
putting in some work.
Dude, I've been putting in work, man. I'm telling you.
Good job.
Doing these shows with these kids is crazy. So, all right, let's go and get into it. You got the cocktail, right? Is it going to be Speedy? You going to talk about it?
Oh yeah.
Or y'all going to double team it?
Jimmy James. Yeah, we're gonna both get in there. Well, you know what we always, we hop right into it, and I have to understand some people may not know so much about Uncle Nearest, right? Just in case if you don't know about this fabulous whiskey that we represent and show love to. Someone's tripping up the stairs. Uncle Nearest, the real man, his name was Nathan Green. But Uncle Nearest, as a company, as a brand, Uncle Nearest Inc. We are the first African American owned spirit brand that also commemorates an African American on the label. We are the fastest growing spirit brand in spirit history, and we are also the most awarded American whiskey or bourbon of 2019 and 2020. And I mean, 2021 started off with a bang, so I'm gonna just go ahead and claim that. So by the end of this year, we'll be 2021.
I like how you roll. So that's a fact. I'm pretty sure we will be 2021 the best. We're already on a wave going. I'm telling you, people that are getting on right now. Your girl Taylor just bought a bottle. I mean, come on. We're going into the year, right? It's working.
It's working for sure. So Uncle Nearest, man, known as the Godfather of Tennessee whiskey, the man who developed and perfected that Lincoln County process, that charcoal mellowing process that makes Tennessee whiskey what it is. He came from Maryland as a slave, came to work for a man named Dan Call, who had a big old farm and numerous distilleries down in the hills above Lynchburg, Tennessee. Nearest Green was his master distiller, so we know that Nearest Green is the first African-American master distiller on record in the United States. So Nearest Green comes down to work for Dan Call, was the master distiller for all of his distilleries. Most importantly, his whiskey, that was D.H. Call whiskey. Dan Call also employed some young little white kid by the name of Jasper. Great name, Jasper. Right?
Yeah.
Jasper. Jasper came on down to work for Dan Call as a farmhand, fed his cows and chickens, all that good stuff. Eventually went down to the distillery where Nearest Green took him up under his wing, taught him everything he knew about whiskey distilling. Jasper then went on to become a salesman for the whiskey, and he sold all throughout Tennessee and Alabama. Even during the Civil War, he had a horse and cart, was selling whiskey, doing his thing. So meanwhile, Nearest Green still the man behind the whiskey, making it happen. Eventually, Dan Call goes into partnership with Jasper, and they have the partnership on the farm. Nearest Green stays on as the master distiller, and when Jasper comes on and partners with Dan Call, he pays every man an honest wage for honest day's work. To his friend, his mentor, and the man he's looked up to and darn near raised him, Nearest Green, he pays him well. So Nearest Green got paid. And so eventually Jasper decides to leave Dan Call's farm, move to another water source, build his own distillery. And when he does so in 1884, Nearest Green retires. Old man's like, man, I'm not learning all this new stuff you got down this new distillery. He retires, but he sends his three sons, George, Eli, and Lewis, to continue working with Jasper. Jasper leaves Dan Call's farm. Like I said, goes down to his own distillery, changed the name, Jasper Daniels, otherwise known as Jack. So it was D.H. Call whiskey, then it became Call Daniels, and then, of course, turned to Jack Daniels whiskey. So Nearest Green retired, but he sent his three sons. And so Nearest Green's hands and legacy has been touching Tennessee whiskey from day one all the way to this day. So Uncle Nearest is owned by Fawn and Keith Weaver and investors, Uncle Nearest Inc. And, of course, Jack Daniels is owned by Brown Foreman, two separate companies. We do not have a business relationship, but we do have a friendship. And we actually have the beautiful Nearest and Jack initiative, which is the initiative we have to bring more African Americans into the whole spirit realm, whether it be from cooperage makers who people make barrels to whiskey distillers to more so in what we do, like marketing and ambassadors. So it's really a big initiative in which both Jack Daniels and Uncle Nearest put money into to get in there. Honey, the toast is done. Okay, so other than that, we good. So I mean, yeah. So that's the whole story about that. And the great thing is that after when Fawn was doing her research, it actually took her to the town of Lynchburg, Tennessee. She found out that Dan Call's farmhouse was for sale, so we bought the farmhouse. So we owned the farmhouse, the originating place of Tennessee whiskey. And the lady who sold her that farmhouse is none other than Sherry Moore, who was a real estate agent, but she retired from Jack Daniels after 31 years, was their director of whiskey operations, hired their last two master distillers, and she retired, told Fawn that the farm was for sale, sold it to her, and said, hey, if you ever get into whiskey, give me a shout. And that's exactly what happened. And so now Sherry Moore is our director of whiskey operations. So the love just comes back around. She grew up with none other than Nearest Green's great-great-granddaughter, Victoria Edie Butler, who signs the back of those 1884 bottles and is also our curator of curator and master blender of the small batch whiskey, which is the 1884. So they grew up together. So the families are still tight. So just like Jack and Nearest were like that, you know, we got Sherry Moore, we got Victoria Edie Butler tight like that. So it's a beautiful story. Lovely how it goes full circle. And now we're here at Whiskey Dad's telling stories, drinking whiskey, and about to have a good daggone time.
Let's do it.
That's my spiel. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it.
What the heck are we drinking? We give us a little bit of love to you in Tennessee, right?
My guy over there speaking is going to break it down.
All right, so this comes directly from our other whiskey dad, Matt Carlson. And Matt himself, man, that's one thing I love is making his cocktails because he's after my own heart because the man is a storyteller. Everything that he does tells a story. And what we're starting with is Uncle Nearest 1856, which, make no mistake, this is history in a bottle, right? So this cocktail is he's been to Memphis once, so he wanted to do something in that vein as home of blues in Tennessee. And so the big bar district over there is called Beale Street. So this cocktail accordingly is called Beale Street. All right, so And yeah, I had to do a little R&D on this to try it out, man. It is, it is
Of course
quite
you did.
good. Well done, Matt.
Good job. Good job.
Like any good dealer, I got to know what I'm selling, right?
That's right. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, baby. I'm with you, bro. Let's go.
All right, rock and roll. All right. So let's get right into it. So in this, we got 1.5 ounces of 1856.
Booyah.
And ooh. And if a little extra happens to spill in there, can't be mad at that, right?
Never, ever.
Not at all.
There's alcohol abuse here. All right, so we have Chinar. While I'm pouring, Jay, you want to tell them a little bit about Chinar?
Chinar.
And why it's
Chinar.
amazing?
So Chinar is an Italian liqueur. It's actually artichoke. It's an artichoke liqueur. And you're thinking like artichoke? Are you serious? It's actually very good. It's bitter and it's sweet. It's yummy. Tastes really, really good. Goes exquisitely well. I'm using big words with whiskey. I love it in whiskey cocktail for sure. And we're doing what? 3/4 of an ounce?
3/4 of an ounce.
Yes, sir.
And then we have Losta Sherry, the Palo Cortado. Now the Cortado itself is going to be a little drier in body. It is it's one that's kind of its own animal. All right. So what we're looking for is a nutty component that comes out of this.
Okay.
A little dry. We're going to go 3/4 ounce on that bad boy.
I see they're peeping out the glass. Can you go to the can you go to the website and get this glass? Can you?
Was that
I think
that,
so.
oh, that was special. That was just for us.
Oh, well, that was a Christmas one.
This was our virtual holiday party.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, dag nabbit. It is a good one though.
Oh
yeah. Now these, because we're always talking good stuff because everyone wants to find out where you can find it. Go onto our website, unclenearest.com, and go on to merchandise. I think it's merchandise at the tab. Merchandise, you click on there, you can see all the cool stuff we got, from hats to shirts to glasses to all that good stuff. So check us out. Boom.
All right. So last and final step is we're going to do a spoon. Give her pamplemousse. We're going to get a little grapefruit, a little bit of acid in there, really tie everything together. So you're going to have the dryness of the sherry, and it's all going to be tied together with a binder that is the citric acid inside of here. Really, really balanced cocktail. Matt really killed this one. All right.
Nice. You guys like grapefruit juice? What are your thoughts on grapefruit juice? What are your thoughts on grapefruit juice?
Me personally,
grapefruit period. Yeah.
Grapefruit, I like it. As far as like just legit straight consumption, it's not my jam. But using it as a mixing component, just because it's so dynamic and that it's just it's not overwhelmingly sweet or anything like that. So if I need just a legit acid, and I don't want to go that extreme route like lime or something like that, grapefruit's a good go-to. And it's there's got a lot of underlying undertones that you could really play with. Vanilla plays well with it.
Hey, Speedy, do you know what are we putting this recipe out?
Yeah.
To the people?
Oh,
yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
yeah, we can do that.
Once we get on here and start talking again, I'm just gonna look like this, but I'll be typing in here and I'll type the recipe in there.
Okay, appreciate
Well, no,
it.
I can't type it to you. I'll send it to you and you do a copy and paste.
Let's do it.
all right.
What's your dad? We make it happen no matter what. We make it happen.
Got to shake it like it owes you money.
There you go.
Beat that one up a little bit. Oh,
I got the wrong apparatus.
He got real fancy with a garnish here. So what he did was a grapefruit peel. All right. So this is going to tie everything together really nice. And you always want to peel directly over the glass it's going into. All the oils go in there. Nice. Get this sticker off.
Look at that.
But he's not just an artist, he's an artiste.
He is.
So
but I like how you said the other drink though, Speedy. Go back. What was that one called? The second. No, the one before that.
Oh, the Palo Cortado.
Palo Cortado.
Palo Cortado. That's gonna be your new one. What's the other one? When you say Bekarovka, man, I love it. I love
Becharovka. You Becharovka, I said.
You Becharovka.
I like that. What's it? Palo Matoda? How do you say it again? What is it? What is it, Speedy?
Palo Cortado.
Cortado. Okay. Palo Cortado. I like how you said it though. It just flows off the tongue. Yeah. Woo! Look at that. Look
I
at
ain't
that
got no
right
grapefruit, but I got an orange.
There you
That
go.
looks good.
Orange grapefruit. That does look good.
Wow. So with the orange, that's going to work really well. As also, so you're going to get all the oils out of there.
Oils,
It's just it's not going to be as tart. So the people that are looking for a little more of that gateway drug kind of effect, the orange will work well.
Right off. There you go.
You know what? That's a good move. I'm gonna tell you. And even then, now you did the 56 with this one, right?
Did the 56? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh,
and again, that one's 100 proof and does not drink like 100 proof. So when you hear a song that says "smooth as Tennessee whiskey," this is really what's up. Make no mistake.
Oh my gosh! Tell
Truly.
them,
and make sure you take your time. Be good because it's deceptive. It's real smooth, but it's still 100 proof. Oh, show.
All right. So what he did was create a flower. I'm not doing that justice.
That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good.
It's floral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love it. Now, one thing we also want to point out with Beale Street, I know that that Matt made a reference back to James Baldwin, and
yes.
Man, yeah.
You know, so from one storyteller to the next, I mean, Matt, of course, is an amazing storyteller, but we all know, for those that have not got a chance to read into James Baldwin, I was lucky, man. In college, I was a lit major, so I got a chance to go through. Yeah, man, it was crazy, but I was an African American lit major, but at A&T, you know, NCNT, but go Aggies. Okay. But the big thing about it is we did a lot of reading on people that you would never probably get a chance to read in grade school or in most other colleges. But James Baldwin, the dude was prolific.
Bad dude, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Way before his
amazing
time.
work. Yes, you already know. And I'm gonna tell you, man, big thing. The one of those joints that he did besides Beale Street, but Beale Street was one of the things he did was If Beale Street Could Talk. So Matt was making reference back to that as well. So, I just wanted to point that out.
Well, shout out to Matt, shout out to James Baldwin, shout out to all the whiskey dads and everybody tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Drink honorably. I'm gonna take a little sip of this thing and get down.
Yes.
Well done, Matt. That's another instant classic.
Kudos to you. So, well, speaking of things going on, how the heck have you guys been with this beautiful start of a year? I mean, we got New Year's resolutions going on. We got a new administration in the White House. We got insurrections. We got all hell breaking loose, but we're still here. So, but did you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Any things you had ready for 2021 before all hell broke loose?
New Year's resolutions.
What? Yeah. What's good? What's still sticking at this point in time for your New Year's resolution?
Wow. You know what? One of my New Year's resolutions, actually, which is going to kind of be a segue into something else, and I won't go there. We'll stick with this, but was to get into investing in stocks. So I probably waited a little bit too long on some of these stocks, but including GameStop. But no, that was one thing I thought about actually getting into.
Yeah. Investing. Because we all, of course, whiskey dads, we all got to think about, first and foremost, we got to think about retirement. Then, of course, we got to think about the kids in school and college and stuff like that.
Yes.
We got we got to start putting aside that cheese and making things happen. So
true.
I'm with you on that one, man. You know, and everything from that standpoint, like no bullcrap for real, like setting aside stuff for like estate planning, like, you know, get your will and testament and, you know,
absolutely
all that good stuff together, man. I mean, we're grown men, grown folks.
Well, that's the thing about it.
We got to get your stuff together.
I was listening to this guy speaking, and he was talking about, you know, putting money not only to the side for your kids, but, you know, a lot of us don't start building those funds or saving those funds for our children at a very young age. And the friend of mine actually, was talking about it, and he was just saying he starts out once they start grade school, that's when you start monthly putting, I think it's like $150 a month, you know, just towards that. So listening to him and I know that one thing Uncle Nearest has really been talking about a lot lately within, you know, the team internally is just being more financially savvy. So, and fiscally responsible. So, I mean, I don't know, man. One of those things I want to get into this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, speaking of that real fast, I'm gonna just say this. Big shout outs to Uncle Nearest, because we did have that, had the, what do we call it? The National Mentoring Month.
Yes.
We had someone come on and talk about mental health, physical health, and then financial health. And the last one you were just mentioning was Brother Armand, what's his name? Kroon. Brother Armand Kroon. And he talked about financial health. And I mean, that was really a good conversation. And for a lot of us, and we've been running around and used to just, having money here, money there, just running crazy. It's good for us to start to learn some better financial skills. And at this point in time where we are in the ambassador and marketing manager realms, we really starting to figure out what the hell we're supposed to be doing with our money to build for the next generation, not just pay Peter to pay Paul and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's normally done.
Absolutely. Beyond that, man, I think everybody just has the same resolution of getting back in shape, right? So I did think about that too. I don't know how much I'm doing it though. Can't go to the gym.
Man, that COVID fluff is a real thing, brother. So yeah, we ordered. We're still waiting on our stationary bike to come in. We ordered one of those. I think it's Bowflex, but it's the one that leans.
Oh, you got Bowflex.
It works a little more. It's a little more realistic.
You ain't get that. You ain't get that Peloton, bro. You ain't get that Peloton.
Don't laugh about the Peloton. I got one of them jokers, man. I love them. I love the Peloton, man. I do.
Yeah. We looked hard at the Peloton, and the Peloton's got the better the app, all the better workouts and all that stuff. It's just me being part spider monkey. I just wanted to lean off the side a little bit as I was going.
Yo,
I mean, Mountain Dew and go nuts.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. The fact you could do these workouts at home, though, I think regardless of what you're using, right? I mean, just being able to get it in and be physical, it helps out the mental, it helps out all that. So it's a good thing, man. Kudos to you, Speedy, man. I know, but Speedy, you've always been like a fitness kind of guy, though. Right?
I used to be. And I called it. I called it years ago. I'm a delicate flower. I don't know what you're talking about. With me for years when I was a bartender, I said it for years. Anybody that ever watched Seinfeld, I said, you watch it within 6 months after I stopped bartending, I'm going to be George Costanza. And damn, it didn't happen, man. All my hair fell out.
Nah, you far from George, homie.
Nah, you still good.
You
run too much. You do too much. You do way too much to be George Costanza, bro.
Absolutely, man.
This thing yells at me about every 15 minutes.
Mine too. I'm sitting back like, you know what? I'm busy. I got to work. How about that?
Especially, driving around all the time, man. I'm in traffic. What do you want from me? Damn.
Right.
Gotta do some couple jacks. But yeah,
do some arm raises in the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, we probably about 2 weeks ago, we got a dumpster over here, and it's just we did this giant purge, and a lot of it is cleaning out my garage. So my wife has her new section. I've got this one little pocket of the garage where all the magic happens in here, and then the far end over there is our exercise space. So I've still got my jiu-jitsu mats. I've still got a bob, which is that pink guy, the body opponent bag. My daughter likes to mess with me. She sneaks my 14-year-old. She has added some fake lashes to him. It kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
But yeah, I got a bob. I got a 100-pound heavy bag, and then Muay Thai banana bag.
Jeez, you got all the cream. Right. I told you, Speedy, stay on his physical, man.
Well, I've been dormant for about the last 2.5 years, so it's time to get back on it. Hey, Sailor.
Yeah, Sailor's up in the building, baby.
Hey, sister.
Hey, Sailor.
She's up in the building. Always up in the building.
I see Jerry Williams too. Jerry is a horse whisperer at Nearest Green Distillery.
Yes.
Oh, what's up, Jerry? I've seen Jerry on that horse before.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Out here hanging out with the whiskey dads. I love it.
I see my sister's on here. What's up, Belinda? Hey, man. Look, we got a 2-week countdown. We doing it big, man. Moving the parents. That's the other thing with us. With us whiskey dads, we're right smack dab in the middle. We got little kids and we got big kids. I'm moving my parents, man. Moving them from Ohio down to Georgia. So that's gonna be a big deal. Really big deal,
with you? They staying with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
They'll have their own place. They're gonna be staying in an apartment, so they're moving to a nice little apartment in the senior community, which is really cool. Nice. It's gonna be I mean, I'm really looking forward to the peace of mind you know.
Yeah,
But I mean, still independent living. They'll be able to do their thing, but you know, they're close, and whatever they need is very close to them too. So
yeah, I like that. I like that, man.
Yeah. So me and
Speedy, is a
my
question.
sisters have been
right there
pounding out
you.
for the last few weeks, hardcore, last few months, and the teamwork, full show.
What kind of jiu-jitsu?
Somebody
That's a good
named
question.
Shane wants to know.
Years ago, I got into. I was under Professor Wally J. Small circle jiu-jitsu. I'm only a blue belt in Brazilian, so it was Gracie. Is your question? 10th Planet, man. That's some unreal. That's Eddie Bravo. That guy is, man, legit. Wow. He's not much bigger than me, and God, he's impressive. The things that he's done in his career. He's kind of nutty, but I love him.
Well, Gracie wasn't that big of a dude either, right? Royce Gracie?
Well, okay. So Royce, when they put him in, so yeah, with Portuguese, R at the beginning of the name is pronounced with a hard H. So it's Royce. So he had a brother, Hickson Gracie. It's spelled Rickson, in English. But yeah, Hickson Gracie. And that guy was just unbelievable. He's regarded as probably the best jiu-jitsu practitioner ever. He was basically undefeated. And so whenever the Ultimate Fighting Championship was first conceived, they wanted to make a point. So Royce himself, he was, one of the younger brothers. He wasn't the biggest. I think he's only 5'10", probably weighed about 175, 180 pounds. He was taking on just these behemoths, these beasts.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, back then I grew up in Taekwondo, and Hapkido. And seeing that, I was, what the hell is this? I mean, he was climbing these giants, man, like a tree, and just
he was. As soon as they would put you to the gi, it would be a problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. He was a monster, man. For 5'10", 175, 185. I mean, dude, he did not look scary, but I mean, what he did in that ring, it was like, dude, I'm not even going to go close to this guy. Yeah,
that's
sure.
Back then, you really got it was really realistic back then. It was no holds barred, so there was a lot of stuff that was legal back then that, once they came under unified rules years later, because back then John McCain shut it down. A lot of places, called it human cockfighting, but I mean, there was fish hooks and things like that. There was one fight with Royce Gracie.
Interesting name to call it that, though, but yeah.
This yeah. So this so with Royce Gracie, there was one fight. I think the guy's name was Chemo something, giant dude, and he had this ponytail. And so Royce had him in what's referred to as a guard, and the guy was trying to wiggle out, and Royce just reached up and grabbed him by the ponytail and jerked him back. And it was like, I want to be friends with these guys. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the first time you ever saw like jiu-jitsu in a movie was I think it was Lethal Weapon, one of the Lethal Weapon movies, and it was Mel Gibson and this special forces guy. They were fighting, and it was Royce Gracie's brother. I think it was Hoyler that was doing that.
How many of them Gracies are there, bro? Like 10?
Man, it's a whole that whole family.
Man, you don't want to come over close to that house.
Yeah.
Did they have sisters? Because I mean, I would not. No one's dating the sisters. Like no one.
And then they had cousins as well. The Gracie family, they had what was the Gracie Challenge, and they just go around and challenge anyone, everyone, everywhere. We'll see you in my garage. Get down. So,
that's that sounds like Victoria, what's going on, homie? Victoria just got in here. You gotta love that. What's up?
Hey, Miss Victoria, what's happening?
Oh
man,
man,
have a good time. Good deal.
But no, I was like what you were saying about the whole thing about. So Jay, did you say about what you're doing for the year 2021?
Yeah, Jay, what's up?
What's your joint?
What am I doing? So I don't know. You know what? Yes. So I want to be like everything that we've already mentioned and having resolutions. I got to become more organized. And with doing that, we got to clear out some things in the house. We got to. I mean, I would love to. My wife. Let me specify. My wife would love to have a dumpster, just throw stuff out. Okay. I have a little bit of a hoarding gene.
Oh no!
No, but it's like it's not bad though. It's not bad. It's just like I'm like we can find value in this, or I want to sell it, but I never get around to selling it. So that type of stuff, or something that has a memory. But I've been watching the I forgot the guys. It was something on Netflix where the guys go through an minimalization or something like that.
She's asking if the things keep you happy
bring
or
you joy, right?
Bring you joy.
Yeah. So I've been watching some of that type of stuff. Like, okay, so trying to clear some things out, and that's kind of helped go into everything going on with mom and pops because they're moving, and it's been 50 years of stuff. So I'm kind of watching them and observing that and being like, okay, I can let go of some things too. So that type of thing, like getting better organized. I need more rest. Speedy, we need more rest.
There you go.
We need to take our butts to bed because I'm still on. We're old bartenders, man. I got staying up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning is like nothing for me. Like seriously, and I need to get into that realm and understand. Like go to bed, so you get up chipper in the morning and start getting about the day.
Absolutely.
But also too sometimes, just having kids and stuff like that. Once the kids go down, you want some time to yourself.
Yes,
you really not. And our phone constantly going, computer, whatever. So. Sometimes you're doing stuff at 8 o'clock at night. So just to be able to have time to yourself, next thing you know, you look up, it's like it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You're like, oh crap. All right.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what you said is that is nothing but the truth. And a lot of times, especially as whiskey dads out here, when you're right, when the kids go down, that's the only time you really get your time, right? And for the whiskey moms out there too, same thing. I mean, like my wife is the same. So as soon as our kids finally get in the bed, and now my daughter, because she's not going to school every day, she's doing the virtual. She's up till like 11. And you like, man, come on now. You giving me like, what, an hour to be out? I mean, what I'm saying? I can't do nothing, man. It's crazy.
You can't do nothing. Yo,
these kids, man, these kids.
Literally, that comes out of my wife's mouth. She's like, mommy's clocking out. I'm done. Like, put them in the bed so we could be grown folks. Just put them in the bed and get them up out of here. So, once you get the kids out of the way, try and bring it down. So get more rest, get better organized, and I need to get something going on with the physical. I need to do it all, mental, physical, everything. I need to do something, push up something.
I'm telling you, Jay. Look, I'm telling you, man. Look into doing whether it be what Speedy was talking about. Any of those like devices where you can kind of get. Because I'm kind of find out more like the weights part. I mean, now you can't get dumbbells anywhere. You can't forget trying to find dumbbells. It's like people are selling 100-pound dumbbells for like
everything,
$300.
Everything.
So
everything's gone.
Yeah, so forget that. But I'm telling you, man, if you get like on a treadmill or you get like on a bike, you know what I'm saying? Those have been really effective, man, especially for us having to do a lot of stuff at home. You know what I mean? So
right.
It's a good
I've been getting out. I've been doing more walks. Getting out, just doing walks and stuff like that. Definitely trying to find a daggone bike. Bikes are hard to come by too.
Oh bikes.
So I mean, it's just been trying to work with big shout out to my frat brother Tony Laurent. What's up, Tony?
Young Tony.
But he's been helping out with doing some help with my wife with helping her out with her back and stuff like that, and doing some training and therapy with her. And it's like, man, you need to get in here. So I'm gonna start getting into that too. I did some stuff yesterday with my shoulders, so we're gonna slowly start stepping in there. So we got a lot of things to do for 2021. I mean, it feels like the whole year's ahead of us, of course. Yeah. But we've had so much to happen already. It's like, what the hell? But I mean, thank God we got some new folks in the White House, so we can get a handle on this damn COVID situation. Still trying to stay clean out here. So
gotta stay.
That's all I got on that one. But yeah, I was extremely happy to do that. I mean, to sit down and watch the inauguration, had the kids sit down and watch that. That was really cool to see Biden and Kamala Harris get sworn in. That was beautiful. And hey Mac, me and you I was watching to see Howard come take her down the way. When I saw Howard's band come out there, the drum line, I was like, oh yes,
man.
That was a great thing to see, man. So I'm
seeing you're not joking right there with that one, man, Jay. Seeing a black college drum line, I don't care what it's for. I saw like I think the Aggies were doing the Macy's Day Parade or whatever. And they had the Aggies, and I mean, they've had a lot of different bands, but they had the Aggies one year. And it's like, man, you forget what the whole celebration is about. You just like, oh man, look at the drum line coming through. I mean, you gotta love it.
Completely.
So, good call on that, brother.
It's the show, no matter what.
I tell you, man.
Speedy, what about you, bro? How you feeling for the new year? Go ahead. My bad.
No. You good. You good. Speedy. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, I thought I already answered.
Yeah. You did, right? Because you talk about
just physically, man. I'm feeling, as far as like headspace, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, man. Been waiting 4 years for, just to have some kind of leadership. So, I don't want to get too deep into that. But yeah, I'm excited about the new era.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. Well, look, fellas, I know we also were talking about a few other things, man. Of course, with Super Bowl coming up, I got to be honest. The last thing I have been following, I have not followed football at all this year, so I have no idea. I just looked up. I was like, "Oh, who's playing?" I mean, I'm down to watch the game, but I have no idea who it is necessarily. And was it the Chiefs? Who's in it? I don't know.
It's the Chiefs and the Buccaneers.
And the Bucks.
Freaking Tom Brady, bro.
Tom Brady. Yeah.
I gotta say, man, that's off.
He's the GOAT.
I mean, for years, man, I couldn't stand the Patriots for years, and I mean, we're Titans.
I want to punch him in the face every day.
And man, your hand would get lodged in that pit in his chin. Let's call it.
There you go. There you go, Speedy.
But with the Patriots, let's talk about bandwagon fans, and it's like growing up when we were kids, and they had one good player that was Andre Tippett. He was a linebacker, and so I mean, I always followed him, because I was a linebacker, right. And so loved it. Okay, so with this,
you hit hard like that,
huh?
You used to hit hard like that, Speedy? Okay,
yeah, man, like a tiny little cannonball. But yeah, I played outside linebacker, man. I'd have to beat him around the line. I wasn't big enough to like punch through. But yeah,
fast, being outside.
But with always like bandwagon fans. It's like all of a sudden somebody's good and they're like, oh, I love the Patriots. So yeah. But I'll tell you this much, man. One thing that I do appreciate, until I've been drinking coffee a lot. But one thing I appreciate greatness. And I mean, for him to he's beyond 40, he's old like me, so he goes off to another team, and damn if he's not in the Super Bowl again. 10th Super Bowl, man.
Do that, bro. Hey, man, Super Bowl is hard as hell. He went from the Patriots, taking them to the Super Bowl damn near every year, or at least to the AFC Championship, and then you turn around. Tampa Bay was a good squad, but not good like that, and they're back in the freaking Super Bowl. It's like, man. He just showed everybody. It ain't Belichick, it's me.
Wow.
It's with Tommy Madison. You can't hate on him, man.
Yeah. What Tommy's doing down in Florida, our teammate down there on Team South, because I mean,
man, Big Tommy,
Tampa Tommy, his team's killing it this year, man.
Well, they got everything: hockey, baseball, football. I'm like, son of a gun, Jesus.
Well, I tell you, regardless, I'm sure it's going to be a good game. I'll be honest. The best Super Bowl is when that Super Bowl was going on and the commercials were coming. Because one of the best commercials that came on, a few years ago was the one with Uncle Nearest when we put that one out there. That was awesome. But at the same rate, I'm gonna tell you, I do look for the commercials. I do watch the commercials during Super Bowl. It's crazy. I'm one of those.
Yeah. We're visual guys, man. I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
You come with the creative stuff, with the videos, with the graphics, all that type of stuff. Of course, you watch it for the commercials. I mean,
I do.
I've always thought like as a creative writer, and I mean, I just like seeing the ideas that come out and just. I mean, I'm watching. I'm watching, see if the message is coming through or something like that. So it was a very, very proud moment for us when we dropped our ad after the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Like 2 years ago. Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, that was my first week with the company. Today is my 2-year anniversary with Uncle Nearest.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh, dude. Congrats.
Everybody, happy anniversary to Speedy for his 2-year anniversry to Uncle Nearest. This guy, man,
I'm so fast.
You still look so young. So young, you young whippersnapper. I got to give you one of these, man.
Young Tex said, yo. Young Tex is in the building. That's your homie.
Kate.
Thank you,
Hi, Kate. Kate, how we doing? We doing all right?
Kate Jerkins.
Kate said, hey, Catherine. That's Catherine now. That's Catherine. Yo.
Oh,
come on now.
I'm
We
sorry.
can step it up. Yeah.
Catherine.
Young Catherine out there.
Hey, all the ladies are in charge. Catherine is a senior VP in charge of everything. Sales, marketing.
That's right.
Everything. Yeah.
All the things.
Well, okay, so
Thank you, Captain. You do a great job.
Beyond the Super Bowl, one of the things that happened in the sports world, real quick, because we got about another 10, 15 minutes in here. But we did see one of the greats. I don't know how you feel about it, good or bad, but we did see Conor McGregor taste defeat. That was, man, did you see that? That kid laid him out. I mean, look, I don't know how you feel about Conor. And it goes back to greatness a little bit, slightly. Even though Conor, people might say he ain't fought nobody, but I know that the Speedy, you might have a different, whole idea and concept towards this. But dude, that kid came up off of that knockout.
What was it as bad as the Nate Robinson knockout?
Oh my God.
Okay, never mind.
This man said Nate Robinson. Oh no, that knockout was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I mean,
go ahead. I'm sorry, Speedy.
With Conor McGregor, I mean, it's another example of greatness, and it's one of those things where ring rust is a real thing, and if you don't have your eyes on the prize, if you're focusing on these other projects and outside interests, stuff like that, he's got a whiskey company. He pulls up in a Bentley everywhere he goes. It's like stuff happens. The guy that beat him this past weekend, Dustin Poirier, is a beast.
He is.
Make no mistake, that dude is no chump. He's been on the hot plate for years. He's been around for years, and they fought before, and they're now 1-1 because Conor knocked him out I think 4 years ago. But yeah, Dustin Poirier he's a real deal, man. He's no chump. And so, you can't say that Conor never fought anybody either. I mean, he's beat a murderous foe along the way.
Absolutely. Well, I'm just saying there's been a lot of talk about that, about Conor's record, you know what I'm saying, and how it's been. But no, I'm with you. One thing I do want to say though, really quick, is he's got a whiskey. Is it? I don't know. Does it win? Does it win awards? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you it didn't win more awards than any other whiskey company in the world in 2019 or 2020. It didn't win Spirit Brand of the Year this past month. We could say that.
That's what I was thinking.
Just saying. Say it with your chest, Speedy. Say it with your chest.
History in a bottle. Yes, sir.
History in a bottle. I mean, that's all I'm getting at. Right. Whatever it is, it's all good. Kudos to him. But no, okay, so you're right. Ring rust. That's interesting though. Because you're thinking about, I do. I really like that too. So what do you think that ring rust? Well, I'm not going to say, I'm trying to think of people like Tyson or Roy Jones, even though they just fought, but both of them, met defeat.
Roy was always active. Always active.
Roy was always active.
Conor used to be active. I mean, he'd fight 2, 3, 4 times a year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit. I don't want none. Even now.
Did you see? Look at Kate's comment. His whiskey sales lights out.
Lights out.
Oh, I love it. But no, it's a really good point though, man. No doubt. I mean, all I'm doing is I'm just saying that when you said ring rust, I think that really was something that I didn't think about before. So that's a great take on that though, Speedy.
And I got to say, I mean, he handled it with class too. I mean, he showed up for the interview afterwards, and gave him mad props on the way out, backstage. So
that was good. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at daggone text. He said he got his noodles knocked loose.
And then he said about antique fighters.
Yeah, he said antique fighters. He got his noodles knocked loose. He said, are you guys talking about antique fighters? Antique. Dag, Tex.
Oh, yeah, man. Yo, shout out to Tex's wife, Kamada. She just turned 40. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? It was maybe Tuesday. But happy birthday, Kamada. Happy 40th. That's big. I had to shout out my man Tex. Yeah, Tex is one of our biggest supporters, Vulcaneers. This guy's a freaking beast, man. So
I love it.
We love you, brother. We love you and love you, Kamada, man. So happy birthday to her. Had to put that out there.
No, you did it right, brother. That's absolutely. But I tell you, man, yeah, but I mean, that's the whole thing, man. I mean, I love fights. I gotta talk on this because my homie Jay just brought it up. When Nate Robinson, because and everybody, the takeaway, the hot take of the Nate Robinson and the kid is the YouTube star. What's his name? We
don't even remember the guy.
Is it Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Might have been Jake. I think it's Jake Paul, right? Which but the hot take the hot take was you don't play boxing, right? They kept saying you don't play boxing. So So
Okay.
where they thought, and they were saying Nate Robinson, people were feeling that, maybe that's what he was, he wasn't taking it as serious. I'm not gonna say he wasn't taking it serious. All I'm gonna say is this: the Paul brother had already been boxing. They said he had been training like very hard. I know he had his brother had your boy in there. What's his name? Let's Go Champ. He had him in the building, which I love that dude, man. Shannon Briggs. Let's Go Champ. Yeah, I love that guy. Okay. But the whole thing about it is they were saying that he, the Pauls, they really trained very hard. And so Nate Robinson, they didn't know how much, he could really get training for with his fight. But yeah, man, it was rough.
He
man,
just trained that chin. They ain't trained his chin enough, man. His chin a little bit better.
Come on, Jay. Come on now.
But the highlight of the whole thing was what we do was Snoop Dogg. I mean, Snoop Dogg on there. That made the whole entire night, man. It was hilarious. So
true.
Shout out to Snoop. Shout out to Snoop. I know you're watching somewhere.
The D-O-double-G. I'm sure he is. He just want to comment. He's probably gonna comment soon.
Right.
But no, man, absolutely, man. I tell you, that I'm hoping there's gonna be another good fight coming up. I don't know, man. I'm a huge fight fan. I don't think it's gonna be too many good ones coming up no time soon. Because after, of course, everybody likes the heavyweights when it comes to boxing. But once you saw my man Wilder get knocked down again, you were just kind of okay. Well, look, man, I don't know if he's coming back or if he does, how that's gonna be. But I gotta admit, I was a Wilder fan. Anybody that does big time knockouts, I think anybody likes that when it comes to the sport of boxing. But nothing at all to take away from Tyson Fury. That dude is very skilled at what he does. I mean, I'll be honest. Looking at his style, that style is so difficult. I wouldn't want to mess with it. You know what I'm saying? That herky jerky, you don't know what he's gonna do, man. But honestly, he's good. No matter how you want to cut, he might not want to, have that old diesel look that you want to have with a top heavyweight contender, but he's nice. So
yeah, he does his thing. It's a different game out there regards to boxing. It's gonna be exciting to see what happens this year in regards to boxing as well as anything with the sports. I mean, I think man, I mean, going back to the Super Bowl stuff, I'm just hoping for a really good competitive game. I think it's gonna be the old champ against the new champ. So
it is.
I'm looking forward to seeing that type of competition, man. That goes across all frames in regards to sports, man. From boxing to whatever. But I mean, you get the two contenders to go together. You got an old guy and a new guy. That's always gonna be huge ticket sales. So I'm gonna go out there on the limb.
Yeah, no, it's a good move, man. I'm
gonna say Kansas City.
Wow.
Kansas City.
Wow.
Which hurts me because I'm AFC all day. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. That's right. I said it. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
But I'm gonna go with Kansas City, man. I'm gonna go with Kansas City. I think Mahomes gonna pull it out, and I think that defense is gonna mess with Tom Brady just enough. Just enough. That's what I'm thinking.
What are you saying, Speed?
Yeah.
I'm saying the same thing. Mahomes, he's special. That kid's is special. I mean, he's fun to watch, man.
Man,
never
boy.
I mean, it's just
wow. Well, I guess I gotta be the oddball out. I'm gonna go with experience. I hate to say it. Wow, man.
What?
I know, man. I know. And I'm not a Brady fan.
You're the same.
I mean, I gotta look. We would be if I agree to be all three of us. We gotta have at least a little bit of competition. I'll be honest with you. I honestly do not care who wins. 100%. I would wake up the same way, feeling totally fine. It doesn't matter who wins. But I do want to see a good game, like you said, though, Jay. So I'm down for that.
Yeah.
So wait,
I think we want real good one.
Kate has a comment right here. Who has seen the Tiger documentary? Haven't y'all seen it?
I pulled it up. I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it. I heard. Definitely was talking about Charles Barkley and Mike. Trying to school Tiger a little bit. I guess he didn't learn too well. But either way, but yeah, I want to check it out.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
If I get the chance, I guess I will.
Yeah, Kate, I'm gonna put that down for Netflix. No, is it on Netflix? Is it on Netflix?
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Look, so you see what she says. So she says you need to watch and discuss. So I guess we need to peep that out. So that might be the next one we do. We'll put it in there.
We'll about that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got you.
Thank you. Heard.
You see your boy Tex. You see your boy Tex out here. Look at your boy Tex. Tiger was asleep.
Right.
Wow. Go for it,
For
Tex.
real. Right.
Yes, he did.
That boy had a good time. Oh, it's on HBO Max. I knew it wasn't on. Hold on. HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
HBO Max.
So
Thanks, Davey.
all right. So if someone has HBO, I'm gonna steal it from you. Holla at your boy. I'm gonna pull that up. Give me your password, all that stuff.
You know, we should do a movie night with the whiskey dad. We should do like or like this or like what Catherine's saying, right? Or what we should do is we should watch the movie, and then we have the what do you call it? Like the talk of the movie. Like what do you call it, man? Like we all come together and we
talk critique or something like that.
Yeah, like a.
Do we talk
like
during the movie?
No.
Talk during the movie and mess the whole thing up.
That would be kind of cool if we did do that, though. I'm not mad at you on that one, Jay. But if we watched it, so everybody say, look, by the next show, you should have watched the Tiger documentary. That's what we're gonna talk about. And they're gonna say, all right, bet. So we give y'all a little homework. You got a month. Why don't we do that? Tiger documentary next month.
Let's do it.
I got 2 homework assignments. Watch the Tiger documentary.
Come on.
Then take your behind to our website, unclenearest.com.
Stop it.
And watch the story, and then tell us who's the person who tells the story of Uncle Nearest. Just do that. Go to unclenearest.com and watch the story. And then watch the Tiger video. We're gonna talk about it.
Now you got homework.
That's easy.
Y'all can
do the first homework assignment. Y'all can do that tonight. Go to the website and watch the video. That's easy.
Done.
It's beautiful. I like
so
it.
look, I'm gonna tell you, Jay, you right on point with that. But the next time y'all come up in here, y'all better have watched both of those. Because if not, Jay might flip out. And I don't want to flip out.
I'm gonna lose this, son.
He might do it, and then it's a problem. Look, you see your boy Tex. Look at your boy Tex. I'll be a guest host for that one. Tiger who? I love it, man. Everybody seems like they're down for it, so let's make it happen. All right, guys, look, we need to go and start closing this out. So closing words, let's start with you, Speedy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so.
Did you write it down? You got a speech ready?
Sorry, no.
He got something about to come out.
No, that was my daughter.
He about to. I got a list now. Okay, here we go.
All right. I've been waiting
for
this.
Well, I don't know about me personally, but happy anniversary to everybody, man. I'm glad to be part of this family. Got really high hopes for this year, man. I want everybody, when you're out, just be kind to each other, no matter what.
I like that.
Just be nice, even if you can see kindness in eyes, even behind a mask, and people are still being very ugly, and let's just be nice to each other. Oh, and I do want to give a big shout out to TikTok.
Let's try that.
Reddit, and GameStop.
There he
shout
is.
out to Blockbuster, baby, with a one store in Alaska.
Oh my God.
These kids are out of control, man.
Let me say something really quick.
Stocks.
Yeah, Reddit just, that lets you see the power of the internet. But let me say this really quick, and influence. But let me say this about GameStop. My sister-in-law, shout out to Nicole, she hit me up probably about a week before all this. And she was like, you might want to look at GameStop and AMC. And I was like, GameStop? And at the time, GameStop was like at 25, 26
a share.
A share. Yeah. I was like, that bad boy hit 340 or some mess. I was crazy. But anyway, yeah.
So how much money did y'all spend on the Mega Millions and the Powerball? And we should have put that into some daggone stock.
See, now you're talking, Jay. Now you're trying to see that's the thing, and that's the problem. Okay. So Speedy, were you good? You got anything else? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Jay, let's pull you in. It's closing statements. Closing.
I want to do this.
He ready? Yeah, get your side right. Make it pretty.
So, I don't have no statements. Hey, I'm glad to be here, man. It's freaking January. I'm tired of wintertime already. Even though we're in Atlanta, it's not as bad as being elsewhere, but I'm tired of wintertime. But I'm so glad to see the sun come out a little bit. Looking forward, being hopeful for what's to come in the new year. For those who are going through it and feeling fatigued from being, with COVID, with all of the type of stuff that's been going on. Of course, Black Lives Matter, still social injustice issues. Change of the guard and administration, take some time to get yourself together. And that's okay. If you're not okay, it's okay to say you're not okay. So take some time, whether, get some therapy, Therapy is good. Therapy is my jam. Hashtag therapy is my jam. That's my daughter, by the way.
I love
But
it.
get some help mentally. Reach out to folks, man. Just don't think you're all by yourself. I mean, and I say that speaking, saying that to you as much as preaching to myself. I mean, we as Whiskey Dads, we talk. And it's always good to know. We said this. We were just talking the other day. Me and Mac were saying something like that. Sometimes you feel like you're on an island, and sometimes it's good to talk to somebody else and be like, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Me and Speedy will pick up the phone and just be like, what the hell's going on? And just just start rapping about what the heck is going on. And when we get off the phone, we feel much better. So be able to connect with somebody mentally, physically, try and do something. Take a freaking walk. Go out there and see the freaking nature.
I love it.
Take a breath. Take a breath. And then last but not least, man, try and do something that settles down your spirit one way or another. I'm a spiritual guy. I'm not trying to preach to nobody, but find something that speaks to your spirit, whether it be your nature, your kids, music, something like that, and just be able to take a breath, because we can't stop. We got to keep going. So no matter what bullcrap is coming here, we're gonna beat bullcrap's ass. I'm just gonna say that. Sorry, Kate, for cursing, but I love it.
Yeah, I don't think you really cursed.
2021.
I think you got away with it, man.
Can we get away with it? Okay.
I mean, I don't think you came out as a curse word. I think it was perfect.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Whiskey Dads. Be sure to tune in every dag on Thursday. There's gonna be a new show always popping.
What's your final say, man?
This is it.
Say?
This is my final time closing it. I'm closing it up, baby. We got to get out of here. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, we really have appreciated every last one of y'all coming in here, leaving these comments.
Yes.
Y'all out there talking, because this brand would not be moving like it is if y'all went out there talking. Of course, we're doing our talk. We're doing our thing. But people out there, you guys are making it happen. I really appreciate you. Again, we want to give another shout out and a lot of love to our homeboy Matt Carlson and his family. We are always thinking about you guys. We can't wait to see if he's going to be in here on the next one, which we hope so. I'm going to tell you, Tex has kept it alive tonight for me in the comments. The dude is fire. I tell you what, man.
No breaks, baby.
All right, man. Look, we love y'all. We about to get out of here. Take care. Be sure to go out and always drink honorably when it comes to Uncle.
Drink honorably.
All right, we out of here.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.